I am obsessed with Sigma brushes, and you know I use the word obsessed very lightly. Hola mi gente, it's Mariluz here, and welcome to my channel. Happy post-Valentine's Day. I hope you had a great one. Now in today's video, I want to mention the best makeup brushes from Sigma. If you've been here for a while, you know that I love Sigma brushes. There's not one Sigma brush that I hate, so that's to tell you how good they are. But from all my collection, I do have some face brushes and eye brushes that I believe are the best ones and the most used ones in order to complete a full face of makeup or like to step up your makeup game. Now, if you want to know which brushes I think are the best Sigma brushes, just keep on watching. So I did wash my brushes because I just used them and I didn't want to show you a dirty brush. But the first brush I'm going to mention here today is the flat Kabuki F80. I love this brush. This is a foundation brush. It's called flat because it has a flat top. You see how nice and cut that is? It's really amazing. I believe it is the perfect size, round size. It's a synthetic brush and I like the density of it. I like the handle. It's like a wood handle, but it has a black coating. They're not heavy. They're really comfortable on the hands, and I just love how it blends my foundation. If you're just looking for a really nice foundation brush, this will be your go-to. You won't regret getting it. I mean, I had two of these, and I say had because I lent the other one to Gabby, my sister-in-law, and to this day, she hasn't returned it, and that was like 2 to 3 years ago. She knows this one's good. So I feel like I lost it, but I still have one. So yeah, that says it all. Now the next brush I want to mention is the 3D HD Kabuki brush. If you're like me and you're a multitasker and you want to use a brush for different things, this can be your go-to. I don't know if you can tell there, but I just love the angles of this brush. It is perfect for blending the foundation and helping you with those curves. So let's say you want to do your eyes first and you don't want to mess your eyes while applying your foundation. This brush just fits perfectly like in the middle of your face, and then it helps you with like the angles, helps you to not mess your eyebrows in case you did your eyebrows first. I like how it hugs every curve of your face. You can also use it for contouring, for baking because of this like really nice sharp edge. If you want to make it work even further, you can also blend your concealer with this, or maybe helping with blending your nose contour. This is the actual brush I bought my mom for her birthday last year, I believe, and she says she loves it too, so that has to speak for something. Now this one is another Kabuki brush, but this one is an angled one. This is the F84. Now it's a Kabuki brush, so the density is there. I love the density. I love the angled, but it also has like a really rounded edge, like it's not sharp. I use this brush more for blending my concealer like underneath my eyes because it just fits right there and it blends it so well. But this is another brush that you could multitask with. It can help you with some contouring and such, or even blend your foundation. I mean, it's a Kabuki brush, so you can use it for anything that you want to, but I mostly use it for concealer. So the next brush is a tapered Kabuki. This is the F86. This one is really nice because it also fits very well underneath my eyes. This is what I use to set my concealer. I will use it with the translucent powder and just like set my eyes, my under eye, and everywhere where I applied concealer. What I like about this one is just that it takes the powder, but it's not fluffy, so it deposits the powder wherever I place the brush. I use this on a regular basis. Like, this is my everyday brush, you guys. I have two actually. The other one, it's wet and it doesn't look nice, but this one is dry, so it has like a better shape. Now this one is the F40. This is the large angled contour brush. You can use it for blush or bronzer. I usually use it for bronzer. It's very, very soft and it blends the bronzer like a dream. So I really use it for contouring, and it applies my bronzer right in that hollow of the cheek. This angle, it just hugs perfectly my curves there. And then I use it to like bronze my forehead and sometimes underneath my chin. I just like it because it blends it right in. I don't have to fight with the product. It picks enough pigmentation to be noticeable, but at the same time, I don't see any harsh lines when applying it. Next, we have the tapered highlighter. This is the Sigma F35. I like the size of it. I like the angle of it. It's very soft as well. It picks enough product and it also blends it right in. I like how it fits right on the high points of my face. Let's say I want to highlight my nose, the tip of my nose, like right here. It has a really nice pointy side, so it helps you with those angles, but you can also like blend it and buff it out if you need to. So I really like this highlighting brush. Now I don't know if you can tell, but this handle, it's breaking up, and I wish someone told me when I bought these brushes, because even though they're very sturdy and they're very durable, like the brush itself, like the hairs of the brush don't shed. They look like new in terms of the brush, but in the handles they start breaking. So just be careful when you're handling them, because I feel like I've washed them and I throw them in this glass container, and I feel like that doesn't help. Like it cracks it eventually and then it starts breaking apart. These brushes have a 2-year warranty, but I don't think this covers it, you know. So the warranty is, for example, if they start shedding, if they have like a defect, you can change it for a new brush with no charge. You don't have to buy the brush again. But first, it's been more than 2 years, and I believe the handle is counted as mistreating the brush. I don't know. So as a friend, I just advise you to please be careful with the handle because it can crack. Now those were face brushes. Now we're going on to eye brushes. For my first eye brush, I have the Sigma E40. This is the Tapered Blending Brush. I love the size of this one. This is what I use to blend my crease, to build some transition on my eyes. I like how soft it is and smooth. And as soon as I apply the product and I start moving the brush in windshield wiper motions or even like in circular motions, it starts blending the shadow really nicely. It eliminates any harsh lines, and I just love how it hugs the crease right here, you know, like it just fits perfectly. So if you're looking for something that will do the work for you, this is your brush. Now I have the Blending E25. This is another blending brush. I like this one a lot because even though it blends like a dream and it helps you with eliminating those harsh lines while you're blending, it still deposits the product a little bit more precisely. I don't know if you can tell the difference, but this one is more smaller, a little bit more denser, and a little bit more flatter, if that makes sense. I use this brush when I want to blend something really nicely, but at the same time deposit the product and not move it around too much. So let's say I want to be more intense on the crease or start building the outer V, this is the brush I would use. Now for the next brush, I have an eye shading brush. This is the Sigma E55. It's the perfect size, the perfect density for eyelid color. I also like that it doesn't deposit too much product, you know, like you can build it slowly. It's just a really nice eyeshadow brush. Now this brush is an E30. This is a pencil brush. I like the density of it, but at the same time, like it has this pointy side that will help you with whatever you are trying to accomplish. I mostly use it for my lower lash line. I use it to blend eyeshadow on my inner corner and on my brow bone. But you can also use it to highlight the bridge of your nose or like your cupid's bow, you know, like to be more precise. Now the last brush that I have, and this is like my secret weapon for nice eyebrows, is the small angle E65 brush. I don't mention this brush very often because most of the times I do my eyebrows off camera. This is what I use to carve my eyebrows with concealer. I like the sharp angle. I like the density of it. I feel like it just deposits the concealer right where I want it, and then I would just blend it out with a concealer brush, or after applying the concealer I would just blend like downwards. That way I don't have like a harsh line. This is the only use I give this brush, but I feel like it's a very important step for my makeup routine. When I skip this brush, my eyebrows just don't look the same. So these are, in my opinion, the best Sigma brushes. If you have any other questions about these brushes, let me know in the comment section below, because I am obsessed with Sigma brushes. And you know, I use the word obsessed very lightly, but I do love these Sigma brushes, you guys. If you allow me, I would recommend you the Most Wanted makeup brush set, which will give you at least 5 of these brushes. It will give you 2 face brushes and 3 eye brushes. Not sponsored, you guys. I just really love these Sigma brushes. I really do. But I've had many questions about, you know, my Sigma brushes, and I believe if you want to start somewhere, start with the Most Wanted Sigma brush set. Now, if you're looking for just one of these brushes, you can also buy them individually. It's really up to you. Now, I hope you learned something and this video was helpful for you. If you did like it, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. I post every Friday at 8 a.m. Eastern Time, and I do Monday live streams to hang out with you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on my next video. Bye!